what I've done is aloe. So you can get aloe juice, like liquid aloe. Basically, it's just the pure aloe gel, but then they add probably water to it, so it's more of like a juice. There's no sugar added to it or anything. I mean, they do have aloe juice with added sugar and all this fucking other crap that they try to sell you on, but all that shit is just sugar and really not beneficial to any of it, because sugar actually feeds yeast, and yeast is part of the bacteria that is not going to be good for healing your gut. So if you're going to do aloe, what I would recommend is actually what I do is I go buy the big pieces. They're huge. They're like 2 feet long of aloe leaf from the health food stores, and I cut these up and I put about 2 tablespoons, possibly, I mean, I don't really measure it, but I do a big chunk of the aloe gel. So I cut the leaf out and I just get the gel, and I pop that gel in my smoothies when I make my smoothies and my protein shakes in the morning. And aloe gel is really, 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 really good for healing the gut lining. Honestly, that is one of the most out of all the things I'm going to be mentioning, aloe gel is the one that I would say is and has been the most effective on my gut. I've really, really felt a dramatic shift ever since introducing aloe gel into my system. So that is another one. And like I said, you can do aloe water. You can have this like on the side. They do have like aloe supplements and stuff like that. I really don't take any supplements, and I purely don't really like to, just because, I don't know, I have this weird internal feeling around things being on a shelf for so long and like packaged and, you know, dried, and it's like, who knows how long that stuff has been sitting in these plastic jars and glass jars. I mean, even if they're glass jars, I don't know. I just don't. If you want to, go for it. Be my guest. Do whatever feels best for you, because that's really about finding your own way of what's going to work best for your system. So second thing, aloe gel. Third thing that I would do is, if you're inclined to having kombucha, some people don't really like the flavor of kombucha, and some people do think it has a lot of sugar, which it does if you have too much of it. But if you wanted to just, instead of, say, hypothetically, have like a juice, or if you're kind of like into something sweet or carbonated and you're kind of trying to shift that or get out of the habit of having that in your day, I would definitely highly recommend incorporating some kombuchas into your daily, or not necessarily daily, but into your life. And that's going to also help aid in healthy bacteria. Healthy probiotics is going to help aid in healing the gut as well. So let's just kind of go over a little bit of review. We have removing all of the things that are bad for the system. And when I say bad, meaning that are causing uncomfortability. The first thing to incorporate daily would be sauerkraut or kimchi. Second thing would be aloe juice, aloe gel, aloe water, anything with aloe vera in it. The third thing is going to be probiotics, which kombucha has. So after you have all those things going on, what else do I do for the gut, or what I've done? One of the biggest things, or not biggest things, but one thing that I've been doing every day for pretty off, like, I mean, obviously, like I said, I really go and do believe that there are times where things, might not be necessarily something that you have to be so rigid on. So it's like listening to your body. There's been mornings where I have stuff and I don't have stuff. So just really getting in tune and in touch with what feels good and what doesn't feel good. But the fourth thing that I would recommend is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is really, really, really beneficial for many, many things, for your skin, for your gut, for the good bacteria in your gut lining, or in your gut in itself. So many benefits from taking a shot of apple cider vinegar. Some people make like little concoctions and tonics and stuff like that, where they'll add things to the apple cider vinegar. And what I do, and what I've gotten really used to it. I mean, it's a pretty intense flavor, but you get used to it like anything within practice. You know, after so many times of doing something, it just becomes very religious in a sense of ritual for you. But what I do is I just take the apple cider vinegar, I pour it into like an actual shot glass, and I just take a big shot of that, because that for me is the easiest way to incorporate it. And I usually chase it with a glass of water. So some people will put it in water. I'd rather have it done quick, get it done with, and move on. So apple cider vinegar is something that I would really recommend you putting into your daily diet as well. There are recipes and things that you can use it, like in terms of cooking with it, adding it to salad dressings, incorporating it into soups and little things like that. I've done a lot of research, and a lot of people do it like that. I personally am not such a huge fan of the flavor, so how I personally get my apple cider vinegar is literally just taking a shot, throwing it back, done, easy, and that's it. So those are really honestly the 4 that I've incorporated into my gut, and I've healed it. And again, really also eating all clean organic foods. I don't really shop at all or buy anything that's not, because pesticides, herbicides, all of the chemicals that fruits and vegetables have been sprayed with these days is really actually causing a lot of the inflammation and the bad bacteria into your system too. So one huge thing is, when you do go to the grocery store, support organic farms and keep them alive. And these big corporations that are really not in it for our health, they're in it for the money and the consumption. I don't know. I don't choose to support that. So I choose to support the companies that are actually really looking towards our health as a whole, versus the consumption around making money around it. So I do encourage you guys to start, if you're not doing it, start shopping organic. And you can do it little by little. I've been shopping organic since before I was 18, but right when I turned 18 and I started having to buy my own groceries and start adulting, if you will, the last 11 years, I'm 29, so the last 11 years I have been only purchasing pretty much organic food, and I couldn't do it any other way, and I wouldn't do it any other way. So anyways, those are my tips, my wisdom that I've what I feel internally with what I wanted to share with you guys today is, if you have issues with your gut and you are looking to heal it internally, incorporate sauerkraut, kimchi, aloe, apple cider vinegar, kombucha, and if you want to, a probiotic supplement. I have not done that yet. I hear great things about it. I have not done it, and I healed it without having to do it. So the things that I, like I said, did the most of, I have apple cider vinegar shots every single day. I have aloe every single day, and kombuchas once in a while, and sauerkraut once in a while, and kimchi once in a while. And those things are going to help dramatically. And if you have any questions or want to reach out and have any suggestions or ideas, or you want to co-create, or whatever it is that you feel like you want to talk about, I definitely would love that. And reach out to me. Again, my name is Emily Simpkins, and I am the creator of Create Your Own Way to Holistic Healing through a holistic, loving approach from the internal, which ultimately will bring you to a sustainability within your life on all levels through health, nutrition, fitness, and spirituality. The spirituality is one of the biggest components in my mind. When I first started off on this journey, it was definitely more of like a physical thing. And now it's definitely, I've really come to a place where it's very spiritual, and it's very deep, as we are. We're deep creatures, and surface stuff does not work. So let's dig deep and heal this world that we live in and inspire and share our light and our love. And I'm just really motivated and inspired and super lit up and passionate about all of this subjects when it comes down to health, nutrition, fitness. I mean, that's really what I breathe, and I love it. It gives me so much excitement and desire to share with you guys a little bit about what I've experienced within the health and physical activity realm. So anyways, it's Saturday, and I was gonna say it's Friday, but Saturday, and I just got done with a beautiful workout, and I am walking myself home, and I have work in a little bit, so I'm gonna go make myself a really amazing smoothie and have an amazing day. So lots of love. Bye.